Hello, all you beautiful cats and kids out there in YouTube land. How you doing today? I'm Vixen Little Paw, and I'll be your host today for Coffee Talk on the Flip Side. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today we have Straight Savage Milk coming to us live. How you
Good
doing?
morning. I am fabulous, of course. How are
Of
you?
course, Fabu. I slept last night.
Well,
Whew, that
that's
was
good.
exciting.
I didn't
I've been
really, but
averaging
that's
like
okay.
2 to 3 hours a night for the last week. I don't know what my problem was, but
Yeah.
it was not fun. And last night I slept probably 5 or 6.
Oh,
I
wow.
woke up I woke
You're
up
different.
without an alarm and was like, wait a minute.
I didn't really get much sleep last night, but that's just because my allergies have been going like.
I know your allergies have been crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
But
Oh,
that's okay.
my nose.
I rested. I rested.
You rested? That's good.
Mm-hmm.
We missed you yesterday.
I
We
missed
did.
you.
We've played Mad Libs and I thought of you. You were here in the comments though.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed you. Well, I
I'll
was glad
always
you were
be
here.
in your comments.
Yay!
Oh, your eyes super swollen again. I'm sorry.
I see the doll. Good morning, sunshine. You're supposed to be sleeping, I thought. Okay, if anyone can tell, some people can see and some people cannot. I have the Hypno
Which looks amazing.
eyes in. Oops, that was exciting. Should never mess with equipment once it's set up.
Right.
I would have been yelled at by
Hey,
if
Jenny.
I was with another company. But these eyes are called the Hypno Eyes by TTDI. If you get a chance, you should really check them out. I love them. They came in this great. Isn't that a great box? I love that box.
It's pretty.
And
It's tiny and hollow.
it's got a
I
pretty
love the little
tree on it with a
cases.
moon. These are all my little cases.
Those little
Um,
cases, or at
I
least
love
one.
these.
So cute.
This is my
Yeah,
Pikachu's.
they're so cute.
Aren't they cute?
Just
And
gonna
then they
choose it.
I'm gonna cover the mirror though because it glares bad. And then you have your little
That's really handy.
container and little eye drops and a tweezer and an applicator. And they're so cute. These are my green ones that everyone loves when I wear them. So I have a couple characters with green eyes. Esmeralda was my first, my siren.
Morning,
Good
Wesker.
morning, Jenny. How you doing today? But these are the it's Masta Hypnotica. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Fancy.
Are
Somewhat.
the ones I'm wearing right now. So I figured these are actually for Frida the Fox, which should be coming out soon. I'm almost done with the mask,
Ooh,
which
I
has
can't wait
taken
to see
longer
it.
because of the COVID.
I know what I saw a few weeks ago looks awesome.
Yeah, I just have to do the trim, the gold trim on it, the rope trim, and I'll be done. I'm so excited. I can't stand
I
it.
can't wait to see it. I know. I'm excited.
Good morning, Wesker. How you doing?
Making coffee just
Just
as my
opened your eyes.
well, it's much different time zone, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she's 3 hours behind us. 3 or 4. I'm not sure. It's close though. So, favorite childhood game? Well,
Dream Phone. Does anybody even remember that game?
Dream Phone?
Dream Phone.
No.
It was like a mystery date game, but there was
Okay.
this phone, and you would there on the not explaining it very well. Look it up on YouTube
It's
though.
okay.
But
I
there
was
was
gonna
a
say.
phone. There was an electronic phone, and you would pick a card, and it would have a phone number on the card. You would dial the phone number, and they would give you a clue, like I'm not hanging out in the mall, or I'm wearing a tie. It was
Oh,
kind of like
neat.
Guess Who. You had to eliminate all the people wearing a tie until you narrowed it down to figure out who your crush was.
It's kind of like memory match, or not memory match, but who is that with all those cards where you flipped them down?
Guess Who.
And Dream Date
Guess Who and
kind of had a
Clue.
child.
Right. And Clue, because you had to
And
like
Clue.
cross out things. Yeah.
Yeah. Dolls are video games. Kingdom Hearts or Pokemon Red. Guess Who? That was what it was called. The one I'm thinking of. My favorite game was Dirt. I played in the dirt. I was such a tomboy. I played in the dirt. I like digging holes and putting water and making mud and tunneling in the snow. I made big tunnels in the snow, and much to my aunt's chagrin, out of hay bales. She thought that was the most dangerous thing. We made these hay bale like igloos with tunnels that went all around, and we used planks across hay bales to make bigger. Oh, my aunt hated that. She swore we were gonna kill ourselves, and then we had access to the junkyard, and
oh man,
my cousins and I built a mini bike. It was like a motorcycle, but it was with a we reconfigured basically a lawnmower engine and took some soldering blow torches and made a little bike. It was like a mini motorcycle, and she was not happy about that.
We did not,
but it
do
worked.
anything
We thought we
quite
were the
so
coolest
industrious.
things. Yeah.
We just ran across the top of the hay bales, or we jumped from the rafters down to the hay bales.
Oh
Just
man.
Like, rearrange anything or put anything together. We just went with what was there and just kind of bounced all over the place.
Okay, well, that's good. No problem. Yeah, we were terrible. Man. We gave my well, and then it didn't help that when we were riding, my cousin Richard and I were riding the motorbike, and he started dragging his feet because it was short to the ground, and he got a piece of barbed wire through his foot.
Oh, I could have done without that.
So I let him drive. I let him ride the bike back, and I walked back. And by the time I got back to the house, I was in so much trouble. I'm like, how could it? It wasn't my fault. He was the one dragging his feet, and I got in so much trouble. And he had to go to the hospital and everything. Damn. And he ruined his brand new tennis shoes, and I got in trouble for it.
Ooh. Forget the hospital bills. The tennis shoe.
It was the tennis shoes. I know. He was a basketball player, so I got in like triple trouble because he was a basketball player. I screwed up his foot, and I ruined his new gym shoes, which I still to this day contest that it wasn't my fault. He was dragging his feet. He should have been dragging his feet anyway. He should have been up on the pegs that we had mounted for the passenger. That wasn't an easy job to do. We had made pegs for that. Yeah. So it was all his fault. I still to this day. I told him I told his wife that story.
We have a debate going between us grandkids. Because I told you my grandparents had a farm, and every once in a blue moon, all of the grandkids would be there during the summer together. It didn't happen often. But on this farm, there was a tree house about 20, 25 feet up. Didn't have any rails or anything. My younger
sounds like ours.
My younger sister and my younger cousin, who are about, I think they're maybe a year apart. I don't know. They're really close in age.
Right.
We're up with another cousin. I wasn't up there. And no one agrees on what happened or how it happened, but the younger cousin somehow fell from the treehouse to the ground, landed on his back, got up and walked away. It was fine. But to this day, no one can agree as to whether or not my sister pushed him or if he just fell. And there were 3 people up there, and they can't agree on the story of what happened, 25 years later. But something happened. That's all we really know for sure.
You still do all the hay bale stuff today, Jenny? Yeah, I don't have access to those hay bales. They're on the other side of the country, so I probably would actually. I'd probably, my antics did turn into some pretty fun things. I remember we would build snowmen during the winter, and then that turned into me building like snow lions and all different kinds of stuff because I was bored.
Right.
So, but then one winter, there was a festival in town, and there was snow sculpture competition. So my cousins and I made this huge. People were doing stupid stuff like big hearts and just really. I'm like, let's just do a lion. We all done it. You helped me do the small one. We'll do one that's 14 times bigger. And basically, we just used snow and cardboard. Cardboard was a tool for making little notches.
Yeah.
Everybody else was using like spray paint and all kinds of stuff. We won. It was just snow, and it was a lion laying down, like like a sphinx.
It was unique.
Everybody else was like neon painting stuff, and I'm like, we could afford spray paint. We were kids. That's more than bubble gum. Can't even buy bubble gum anymore. I'm mad about that. I used to smoke and I quit. Like, I just quit. I decided I went from 2 packs a day to, this isn't good for me. I need to quit.
Yeah.
I'm a control freak, so it was really easy. One of the few times my control issues like worked for me, not against me. And but I would have picked up probably chewing gum, except I'm allergic to aspartame, and even the sugar gum has aspartame in it now.
Oh wow.
Like a double mint and juicy fruit were 2 of my favorite gums. So the only thing I can chew is Beeman's, and the only place you get Beeman's around here is, what's that place called? They sell the rocking chairs. Oh goodness, it's a restaurant. They used to sell everything. Cracker Barrel. It's the only place you can buy those. I don't care for that. I know it's a very southern thing.
I don't like that.
I don't care for their food. Everyone's, their biscuits are wonderful. No, they're not.
Right. That's what I hear all the time. Like, no, I don't think they're that great.
And they fire people for eating them. If you're on the wait staff and they catch you eating the biscuits, you get fired. I'm like, my wait staff, always, it's like, if you want to sneak something in your mouth, like for 5 minutes while you're between tables, go for it. I don't want my wait staff passing out on me. They're working hard. That's physical labor. And those of you who have never waited tables,
you get grouchy.
Yeah.
You need a full belly to not be grouchy.
Shower time. All right. Jenny, I love you. You're awesome. I know you're probably in the shower now, but have fun. Don't forget to wash your butt.
Yeah, that's important. And behind your ears.
And behind your ears. A friend of mine's going through a bad breakup, and she's like, I'm done. And I said, no, you're not. You need to take your vitamins in the morning, drink lots of water, and remember to brush your teeth and wash your face when you get up and when you go to bed. Those are the only things you have to remember for now. And then we'll add to that and just keep, figuring it out.
Yep.
Step by step. Mad Libs.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so I was kind of torn as to which one I wanted to use first because Vixie sent me a bunch of amazing Mad Libs, but I decided.
Yes!
We're going Golden Girls.
I'm very excited about this too. Well, let me say, it was a convoluted thing. I messed up the address and sent it to her upstairs neighbor who didn't know who she was, and then she had to go find them, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
You're forcing me to be social and meet people.
I know. I'm sorry.
I've lived here for over a year, and my upstairs neighbors don't know my name. Now, I will say, when I was a smoker, I did, before years ago, I did get to know my neighbors because I was always outside smoking, and they were outside smoking, so we got to be friends that way. But now that I'm not a smoker, I'm not outside, and I don't meet my neighbors.
It's like, do you go drinking and smoke cigarettes? No, I don't know anybody.
You're not now. You're a little bit glitchy. Whoa.
There we
go.
That
was like horror movie creepy.
Sorry.
It was like that was really cool though.
It was kind of cool.
All right. So chat, you know what? If you could just give me Just throw out some words. Just throw out some words. I'll make them fit somewhere.
I was doing that yesterday.
Give me some people, places, things. Give me some descriptions. Just throw some stuff out.
Let's see your brain pans working.
Titties, of course.
Slimy.
And then Vixie, if you want to give me an adjective.
An adjective, sparkly.
Sparkly, slimy titties.
Sounds like we're at a dancers club all of a sudden.
Speaking of, if you would give me an occupation, Vixie.
Oh, I can't do that
Plural.
one now because I already said it. Plural?
Yeah, it says occupation and then in parentheses, plural.
Bus drivers. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold
Smexy.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, and on that note, parents, if you hear my voice, your child is watching something they should not be watching. I am not approved by the Parental Guidelines Association of America. I think I just made that up. But parent advisory, stranger danger, stranger danger. Take the device away and block me. Tory Black. Who's Tory Black? Is that somebody I should know?
Fuck. Smexy. Vixie, I need a place.
A place. The zoo.
And then I need a bunch of adjectives.
A bunch of adjectives.
I need 1, 2, 3, 4 adjectives. Zombies. I can use that, I think, yeah. There's a noun.
How about fishy?
Cold, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Fish.
Wet.
Wet. Killers killed.
Dun, dun, dun.
Killing. I need a verb ending in ing, so we're going to use killing.
So did you all know that the new Supernatural is out on Netflix, the last season? I have to binge watch that.
Okay, so Kat, I need a number and one more noun. And then Vixie, I need a type of food.
Calamari.
And then Melissa, I need a new pen.
Oh my.
It's working. It's just like skipping.
I hate it when my glitter gel pens do that. Bingo.
Okay, bingo. That's my noun. Sounds good. Can't really read calamari, but I think I'll understand.
But you'll know what it is when you see it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something to do with the paper science. I don't know.
Sometimes
that one spot, like, I wrote fine everywhere, but that one spot. Anyway.
Oh, because they use unbleached paper for them, which is good. It's a good thing to have unbleached paper in our world because it's really easy to recycle. But sometimes you get like hard bits that I don't know if it's seeds or wood or what it is, but it does not like to be written upon.
No.
Okay, are you ready? I'm going to mute myself because I laugh loud.
See how ugly that is?
Yeah, I'm not even going to show you when I did yesterday. It's terrible.
All right. So again, this is from the Golden Girls Mad Libs book. And the title of this Mad Lib is Welcome to Shady Pines. Are you looking for a place for your sparkly mother to live out her remaining years? Shady Pines Retirement Home provides the most comfortable and slimy environment you will find, and is sure to please even the most particular of kitties. Our bus drivers and nurses are the most cold you will find in the zoo. They provide around the Arnold Schwarzenegger care for our Smexy residents. Each room is furnished with a zombie-sized bed, wet lighting, and hot and cold killing water. Blue meals are served 7 times a day, including our famous calamari parmesan and chicken pot fish. We even have a red garden where our residents can fuck in the fresh air. Shady Pines guarantees your mother a home surrounded by bingo and tranquility. Our residents can fuck in the fresh air. That's beautiful.
We have a red garden and killing water.
Yeah, and blue meals. Everything is blue.
Hey, the calamari actually kind of worked. Calamari parmesan right. Kind of sounds good.
It does, actually.
I vote yes on that meal.
We provide the most comfortable and slimy environment.
Your sparkling residents.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And for those of us who actually have worked with elderly, that was entirely too funny. I used to work for adult daycare. I used to volunteer to do, I went in and helped with adult daycare. And that's usually special needs people or Alzheimer's patients where most, and I'd go and sing, and we'd sing old songs like Bicycle Built for Two and stuff like that. And then we do crafts, making flowers, or
that's fun.
A few of the residents would do crochet and knitting and sewing, but a lot of them, we did a lot of like preschool type fun little crafts, and they enjoyed themselves. And so some of it's really funny. People take the elderly way too seriously, because a lot of them have really great stories to tell, and you would be amazed at how much of a smartass they are. As my great grandmother got older, she got a lot more laid back. And I remember looking through picture books with her, because I was trying to figure out who some of these people were. And there's a picture of her like just before she got married, and she was sitting on this Model T Ford with her legs crossed. She was a looker. And I'm like, Grandma. She goes, yeah, I got good gams.
They're a lot more candid a lot of the time, and they're just trying to have fun with life at this point with whatever they have left.
They pretty much are at the point where it's like, whatever, what's gonna happen? What you gonna do to me? Kill me? All right, I'm ready for that.
Oh, you worked at a center for 11 years. Wow.
Well, maybe when stuff clears up, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping this pandemic doesn't last too much longer. Things are crazy expensive. My mom went up to Michigan because a whole bunch of reasons, but that's where most of our family is in Michigan. And we're farmers. Most of us are we're farmers. I'm not. I didn't become a farmer. They were like, you want to be a farmer? I'm like, no. What?
No thanks.
You know, I would love to do it, except you don't make a living at it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. I could go on a soapbox for that for hours, but so I won't. But the one thing was, while she was up there, butchers were practically giving away meat because they couldn't get rid of it because there was so much. The harvest wasn't as great as usual, but there wasn't as much demand either.
Yeah. Because
everybody's stocking up on prepared stuff,
right,
instead of the fresh stuff. So this stuff was basically, they were giving good fresh food away. She comes back down here to Florida. Toilet paper is more than half, again, as much as it used to be. Meat is absolutely skyrocketing. Butter is over $5 a pound. It's crazy where it's all inflated because of everything that's going on. There's nothing to do with supply and demand. It's just being inflated because we have inside sources. We know what's going on. So I said to her, she was running to the store the other day. I said to her, if you see any good deals on meat, pick some up for me. She goes, there's not going to be any. There's not going to be any. So she got me a rotisserie chicken, which was delicious, by the way. But it was cheaper than buying a raw chicken. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane. I want to go home. No, she wants to come here and live with me. She wants to come home. Home, where my heart is playing home. Speaking of songs, favorite Prince song? Come on, chat, let me hear it. I got mad at myself for writing this down the other day. I wrote it down the next day. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I did that to myself. Oh, my nose itches. Sorry. We're both dying. We're dying over here. Not really. It's just allergies are kicking our butts that time of year down here in Florida.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to have to go, as hard as of a decision as it is, I'm going to have to go with Little Red Corvette.
It's a good one. I knew a girl named Nikki. I guess you could say she was a sex freak. Met her in a hotel lobby, masturbating with a magazine. God, it's a good song. All right. I love Purple Rain, and y'all know over in Likey it just gets sung way too much, but it's not my favorite. My favorite is probably, I don't know, I really like Diamonds and Pearls a lot. And I like Graffiti Bridge, which is a really good one. And if you don't know Graffiti Bridge, it's because it was one of his first ones. There's actually a movie called Graffiti Bridge that he directed. He was actually a director, and not a lot of people know that because all of his stuff is very Art Nouveau. It wasn't mainstream. So he did Under the Cherry Moon and Graffiti Bridge are the two I can think of off the top of my head. And they're really good. And they're basically life stories put to pseudo-musical stuff, how he dealt with his father and whatnot. They're very good. So if you get a chance, you should check them out. But Graffiti Bridge is kind of like the world should just get together and be nice, and everyone should support everyone. And if you don't like it, walk away.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Creep. Prince song named Creep.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah?
Or is she calling Whisker?
Or are you calling Whisker a creep? I'm confused. I don't remember a Prince song named Creep, and now I'm going to go nuts. I Want to Be Your Lover is a good one, too. I don't remember Creep being a... Now I'm like, I got to look it up. Since I got...
Throwing everyone for a loop there, doll.
Creep by Prince. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was a live performance.
Parents are quick to protect.
Raid!
I've got a brand new way for you to play awesome blues solos. And this isn't just
Oh my
one
gosh.
scale or a few notes. You can use this for any
Just said never mind.
Oh, did he cover Creep?
He just kind of stumbled
Did he
onto
write
something
it?
there.
Oh, he covered it. Okay.
That sounds interesting.
Now I feel better. It is Creep. It's the song I thought it was, but I knew it wasn't originally by him, so I was confused. He covered it, which I like a lot of Tori Amos's covers of other songs than I like the original ones. Like she did Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, and I like it better. I'm like, oh, I like this a lot better. I like the song, but not as much as I do when Tori sings it. Tori's put her own. Nah, she didn't mean you, Wesker. I figured it out. Look at me being a big girl.
Good job.
I done did it.
You done did the damn thing.
I done did it. So, right now there are no links in our description because there's no description because I forgot to put it up yesterday. I got up this morning and was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the first time it's happened since I started doing this. But you knew it was going to happen at least once, if not more times. So be prepared. Be prepared. For what? The death of the king. Where was I? Oh, so in the description there will be a link tree links to our social media and to the Vixie Squad social media. There will also be a Discord link in the description below to Vixie Squad Coffee House where you can chat us up anytime you like. There's also information on how to join the Vixie Squad if you're interested. Excuse me. Also, just so you know, it's all Doll's fault and Wesker's fault that I am becoming addicted to Minecraft.
Finally, something's not being blamed on me.
I know. So I'll probably stream that. I might stream later on today. I don't know. We'll find out. I figured out how to do stuff. Like I can build stuff now, like fences and axes and stuff. And I figured out how to make a hoe when I planted pumpkins yesterday. And I figured out how to make doors and a bed and chests and all kinds of stuff. And I killed a guy yesterday and his llamas. Stupid llamas. They were being all creepy around my stuff and they wouldn't go away.
The guy and his llamas.
I killed the guy and his llamas. And I think they're killer llamas because Doll told me about them when we weren't on easy mode. And I'm on easy mode or safety mode or whatever it's called. So it's really hard for me to die. I will die if I fall in lava. I figured that out the hard way. But yeah. He's a merchant. Well, he was in my way and he wasn't playing nice. He kept like turning his face away from me into trees and being creepy. I didn't like it. We don't take too kindly to their kind around here. Around here. Them there are ducks. Ooh, the other cool thing is I diverted 2 waterfalls. So I have a waterfall by my stables and I have a waterfall by my house. It's really cool.
Look at you doing stuff and things.
I'm doing stuff and making things. It's kind of cool. And I have 2 leads because I killed those llamas. So now I can go get a horse. Gal told me.
I said so.
I was hoping it was just string so I could make stuff, but it's not. They're leads. I went to make stuff and I'm like, dang it, why can't I make stuff? And I looked at it and I'm like, oh, it's not string, it's actual leads. They've already been made into stuff. So now I can go get horses because I have a whole Mustang what's it called? What multiple horses called a herd? A herd of Mustangs. I'm like, dang it. Word fell right out of my head. You were supposed to catch that, Mel. Oh, if I'm so they'll just keep coming. Yeah. And I did find, as I said yesterday, I found the village.
And when you go see her, she killed you.
Yeah. Well, don't act all suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay, if you're a TikToker or a likey person, you know what we're talking about. It's one of those things like, somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper. Carol Baskin. Killer husband whacked him. You get stuff stuck in your head for the rest of your freaking life. You can't get away from it. You're owned. So people on Instagram now want to friend me on Minecraft, and yes, you can friend me. I don't know if I'll go into anyone else's server or not. I haven't decided yet. But so yeah, it's Vixen Little Paw. I'm Vixen Little Paw everywhere. So if you want to find me, really, if you think I might be on the platform, just see if Vixen Little Paw is there. And if it is, then that's probably me. I've never found another one. And
World
it
can
makes
only
life
handle
so
one.
much easier. It's like I've
The world
told
can
people,
only
I'm like,
handle one.
figure out your brand, stick with it across all platforms. It makes life so much easier. Mel can tell you. When I said it, she wouldn't change stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes it
It's like,
easier.
oh wow, look at that. People can find you now.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Isn't that cool? Unless you don't want to be found, then don't be on the internet. That's my only advice for people who do not want to be found on the internet. If you do not want to be found on the internet, if you want to stay, wherever you are and not be recognized, don't be on the internet. Because no matter what you do, no matter how much you try to hide, people can find you if they want to. I'm not trying to be creepy.
I'm creepy. I'm creepy.
I'm creepy.
If I'm determined enough, I'll find you.
I'll find you. So I love it. We haven't had any haters since the first show we had a hater, and the first night show we had a hater, and that was it. Then they stopped. I can't believe they stopped. There's so much fuel here, haters.
I know.
There's so much fuel.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Where are you?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm doing my job if I don't have a couple of haters every now and then.
I mean, your face is stupid.
My favorite one was the first one. Yeah, the first one. Are you as big as a bear? No.
Yeah, the better to eat you.
That'll never be less funny. I think I threw that one for a loop. They left. But
they did.
They left right away. I'm like, dang. And then my husband had to help. He's like, ooh, that brings up a good story.
Ask me outside. How about that, Wester?
Ask me outside. Ask me outside. How about that? I'd actually asked somebody. I felt like Dr. Phil. When Dr. Phil's like, what does that mean? I'm like, I don't like to agree with Dr. Phil, but I feel it. I'm like, what? I was so confused the first time I heard that.
Secrets. Don't be telling my secrets.
Don't be telling my secrets. How about that?
How about that?
How about that? Yes. Yes. I sip and swallow.
We're only going to help our popularity by saying that, Wester.
I was just going to say. Not everyone does. Parents, this is not PG.
Your kids are watching something they shouldn't be.
I would tackle you with love. Flying tackle hugs. When people say that, the thing I think of is a little kitten like bulldozing a German Shepherd. Boom! Like just hitting it in the ear and it going toppling over. Just this tiny little kitten flying through the air and bulldozing a German Shepherd. That's what I always think of when I hear that. Flying tackle hugs. And I hear,
Kittens are cute. I'm not a cat person, but I will say kittens are very cute. Little tiny.
They're adorable. I'm a fox person. I like dogs with cat. Dog software with cat, or dog hardware with cat software. I can do this, I swear.
It's the software I don't like. Cats are assholes.
I know, but I can't help it. that's my.
I mean, every once in a while you get one that's nice and sweet and actually isn't a jerk. But
my friend Monica was on here the week before last on Friday. She should be on this Friday again, I'm hoping. But she had this cat when she moved in with me for a while. She had this cat. Its name was Oreo. I don't know why it was called Oreo. It wasn't black and white, so it looked like it was marked like a Siamese, but it had really long hair and these crystal blue eyes. And the breed is called a ragdoll. This cat freaked me out. Because you could pick up this cat and just like lay it over your arm and it would just hang there and look at you. And I'm like, did they breed the cat out of this cat? Because that's not right.
Yeah,
that's
not
just
very
not
like.
right. And my cat, who was a feral cat that we kind of inherited, and she gave birth to kittens in my closet, you know, she's like at that cat all the time, like, you are not right. I'm taking you out of the herd.
It's not your closet. It's Doll's future home.
Yeah. Not that closet. It was my old closet. The new closet's much bigger.
Okay.
And nothing's given birth in there. Not even me. So you're good.
Good to
I was
know.
like, quit it. Oh, it's too funny. It's too fun to mess with Mel. I can't help myself.
I make it so easy.
You do. You do make it easy. So easy to fall in love. It's so easy to fall in love. So, you have what?
So I would sing with you, but my throat hurts. So.
Oh, okay. That's not what I heard. I was like, all right. That was exciting. So on Wednesdays, we do family game night. So if you're part of Vixie Squad and have a Cards Against Humanity deck, we do play Cards Against Humanity. We record it. We do not do it live because some of it's so inappropriate. It should not be shown on any platform. So we have to edit it. And
but we have a ton of fun, and you're missing
we do have a ton of fun, and one of the goals is to make Kermit blush. It really is. It's an unwritten rule, but it has become a rule because it's funny to watch that man blush. Good morning, hubby.
If you can blush for Kermit, you know you picked a good card.
Yeah, we won. I won. It's like the first one I ever did. He asked how he lost his virginity, and I picked Oompa Loompas, and I thought he was going to lose his mind. It was hilarious. And if you want to see that first card game, the first part of it has been edited and is on Doll's YouTube channel. So if you go back to yesterday's broadcast, you'll see her link tree there, and you can go to her YouTube channel and subscribe to her YouTube channel, and then you'll be able to catch the Cards Against Humanity. I'm editing last week's Cards Against Humanity as we speak. I know I'm multi-talented. Watch me edit while I do this show. I'm telling stories all over the place. But I am editing it. If you want updates on what's going on, that's probably one of the best places to go is my Instagram. I usually throw advertisements for what's going on up there all the time. Oh, there was something else I was going to add to that. No, I can't remember. Oh, again, Vixie Squad Coffee House. 2 words. Vixie Squad, 1 word. Coffee House, 1 word. And I'm doing that just for Doll. It is our Discord server. There will be a link in the description. After we get off of here, I'm going to put the links in because I can't believe I didn't. Oh, what a day. I got contacts in this morning. I think it's been weeks since I put contacts in. It was kind of a trial thing, but, you know. I did something.
You did it. You look at you doing stuff and things.
Look at me doing stuff. And I was playing. One of the links in my Discord in my link tree. Look at me all over the place. One of the links in my link tree is my Amazon wish list. So I went shopping on my Amazon wish list last night, and I found a whole bunch of these. This is my black Miharon. Miharon is one of the original makeups still used today on TV for TV shows and special effects and stuff like that. And that's what I did. My black and my eyebrows, and I actually worked on my hairline a little bit because my grays are getting a little intense. This can be used with, it can be activated into a cream with a water, or it can be used as a powder, and it is not a little bitty thing of black. It's quite large. Yeah. Well, I found neon yellow and red in these, so they're on my wish list. And I found a really good deal on a really nice pack of brushes that has a really nice fan brush, which is one of the brushes I no longer have and really want. So if anybody wants to buy me prezzies, that my address is in the description here, or my Instagram, my TikTok, my Likey, my addresses and all of those. Or even if you just want to send a postcard and say, hey, if you do send a postcard and say, hey, I will read it on the show. Just so you know. Yeah, I want to see postcards. I would love to see postcards from all over the world. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be
like, send
fun.
a really good one with a neat picture so I can show everybody.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I have to send there's a drawing one that I still have to send that I keep forgetting. I keep setting it to the side to take to the mail. But of course we don't go to mail because of the COVID.
Right.
It's crazy. So I have to set
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I forgot to do it.
I forgot to do it because it's not something we have in our routine anymore. It used to be we go once a week to the post office, at least. It's crazy. This COVID is making everything really, really, really crazy. Oh, yay. Wesker's going to send us a postcard. I'm very excited about this. I'm very, very excited.
Do it.
I got a really cool one in the mail the other day. It said vote across it, which I really liked. And I think I accidentally threw it away. I was going to use it like a lot because I liked the aesthetic of it. It was really cool. I'm not going to say who it was from because it didn't matter because I don't take propaganda. I just like the card that said vote. Because I don't care who you vote for. I just want you to vote. I want your voice to be heard. That's one of our very, very unique privileges here. So if you're in the United States, please vote. It's none of my business who you vote for, what you vote for.
Just do it.
I don't want to know. Just do it. So, because the more of us that do it, the more real our system will be. So that's about the ins and the outs of it. Sorry. Oh, stupid allergies. Okay. Favorite Kool-Aid flavor?
Watermelon cherry.
Yeah. My favorite is tropical punch. I have to admit. It's an oldie, but a good. I remember when all they had was lemon, orange, grape, and fruit punch. That was it. And then they came out with lime, which was disgusting. And I love everything lime. And it's better now. But some of the flavors they've come up with are not good.
No.
They're terrible. But I used to buy the Kool-Aid, which was like pennies for the little pouch, and then you added your own sugar and water and stuff. Right. But now it's cheaper to actually buy the pre-send pouchy ones that are already mixed, which is cool because they have less dye in them. They don't put dye in them. Yeah, they're almost clear.
Huh.
Like the grape ones are like light blue. Like almost you can't even tell there's any dye in it.
Yeah.
Only ones I don't like are the strawberry kiwi. I don't know who thought that was a good combination. I like kiwi and I like strawberry, but I do not like them in my drinks.
Period. I don't think I like the Kool-Aid ones, but I have had some that are good that are strawberry kiwi.
Every time they put it in some kind of mix that I like, I don't like it. There was Zephyr Hills had sparkling water that had the essence of in it with no sugar, and I really like those. It's kind of like Perrier, only the flavor was a little stronger. It was kind of like orange oil in your sparkling water. I love it. I love making real lemonade and using sparkling water to make it bubbling lemonade.
I don't like my water to bubble. I can't. It grosses me out. It's weird. I don't like it.
Cherry.
It's not natural. And I eat rats.
It's not natural.
And I eat rats.
Sparkling water. Sparkling water.
My throat wants red Gatorade.
I don't like
white
Gatorade.
One. Glacier cherry.
I do admit though, when I need Gatorade, it tastes great. When I don't need it, it's nasty.
Yeah.
It's like my body knows.
Drink Gatorade. It's only when I'm sick that I drink Gatorade. And guess what?
Yeah.
I called my dad last night and I was like, Dad, you bring me some Gatorade.
Well, and I'm from Michigan, and one of the things that we do in Michigan is if you're ever sick, you need Vernors. Not just ginger ale, you have to have Vernors because it's made with the most ginger. It actually does
help clear up mucus.
Yeah, it's because of the ginger, because they use real ginger in it.
Right.
And you can taste it. It burns good like real ginger. If you ever had real fresh ginger, you'll know that burn.
But it works.
Exciting.
I used to drink it a lot when I worked at the call center because throughout the day, I just would have buildup. And by the afternoon, I'd be like,
oh, yeah. If you're talking on the phone all the time, that's yeah. That or hot tea. I drink hot black tea. My favorite is Salada, but it's really hard to find now. So I drink Red Rose now. Or PG Tips from England. Really.
Or maybe I just haven't found the right one.
Maybe, because a lot of people... Well, I grew up drinking tea and coffee. Like, we drink coffee until like 3 o'clock, and then we changed to tea in my family. I don't know why. Tea actually has more caffeine than most coffees.
Right.
It's really a lie when people say, oh, this dark roast is so... No, the darker the roast, the more strong the coffee flavor is. It actually has less caffeine because of the process has diminished the caffeine in it. So if you get your light roast or your breakfast blends, the reason it's a breakfast blend is not because the flavor is tender or whatever. It's because it has more caffeine in it, the lighter your roast is. So I try to get a light to medium roast. I do not do dark roast. It tastes like burnt coffee because it is. It's burnt.
I remember you saying that before, and I've always kept that in the back of my mind every time I buy coffee now.
Yeah. The darker the roast, less caffeine. So, and if you get decaffeinated coffee, it's done with a water process to take out the caffeination or the caffeine. I made up a new word, people. The caffeine is taken out with a water process, so it does take the flavor out. So when people say that decaf coffee doesn't taste any different, they're lying. It does taste different. It might not be that bad for some people, but some of us can tell.
I drink coffee strictly for the caffeine.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
No, I love the flavor, actually.
Well, I do if I add a bunch of stuff to
it, but... Well, some coffee I cannot drink. Like, I can drink... My first cup of coffee usually has cream and sugar in it because I enjoy that. But if I have a second or third cup of coffee... And when I say cup of coffee, people, I drink a 32-ounce cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like what they would say 4 cups in your coffee maker going here. That's my first cup of coffee. And then my second and third cup of coffee, if I go up to a third cup of coffee, are just black. And yeah, I can drink that at any temperature. Hot to cold. Throw some ice cubes in it. Doesn't bother me. Because I worked in coffee houses for so long. I'm used to my coffee just sitting around not doing anything. Because I'm too busy to drink it. But I don't like it when it's not the coffee's fault. That's right. Or I also have a cup next to my espresso machine to put extra shots in. If I was drawing double shots and I had an extra shot, I would throw it in my cup. And when it was full, that was like 10 to 15 shots of espresso, and I drink that. Doesn't even faze me. I love it.
How are you alive?
How are you alive? I used to like ephedrine when it was legal too, so... those no-dose pills, those caffeine pills, they don't do anything for me.
I bet.
Nothing. I probably should get some for when I have coffee withdrawal.
Gotta work it out.
I used to tell people who worked at the coffee house, I'm like, after you work here a week, you need to start drinking coffee at home. And they're like, what? I'm like, after a week, you need to start drinking coffee. If you do not drink coffee at home yet, because a lot of them didn't. You need to make sure you have a machine or that you have cold brew in your house or whatever, because you're going to have to start. Because they'd always, inevitably, somebody would call me and say, I have the worst headache. I can't come in. And I'm like, just drink a cup of coffee and get your butt into work. You're just having withdrawal. That's all it is. You're having caffeine withdrawal. Just drink a cup of coffee and get your butt into work. And of course they were fine. They were fine afterwards. I was not, if you were sick, you were staying home. I didn't want you at the work. If somebody was really sick, they'd be like, I tell them all the time, just do not even come in and make me send you home. Just call me and tell me you're sick. Just be honest with me.
Don't spread it. Right.
I don't want everyone else to get it. I need my workforce. And people are like, I can't believe you do that. How can you do that? I'm like, how can you let people work sick?
Right.
I've seen it before. I've seen waitresses come sick, and I'm like, don't come near me. Go sit down. Send somebody else out here. Yeah. And then I tip her too for being there, because I couldn't believe that. And I usually yell at a manager. That's usually when I start yelling at a manager. How dare you? That I never understood that practice. People are like, I gotta go to work. I'll lose my job. How? How can they let you go to work sick? Right. Their whole staff is going to get sick, and then there's going to be no one, and the manager's going to have to pull doubles for 2 weeks while y'all are figuring out who's getting better and who's not.
Right.
That's stupid. I would rather pull one double because someone didn't show up than pull a week of doubles because I let somebody infect my entire staff. It doesn't make any sense. My husband used to tell me all the time, I wish you were my manager, when he was working at different places. Because one of his managers, I was like, how does that person still have a job? He would not be working for me anymore. Yeah. The way he treated the staff, I'm like,
I've had to leave jobs before because of just awful, horrible people. Like,
I've never been fired, but I have quit because of.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite jobs. It was great. It was a great job. I had PTO time. I had great benefits. I had because I worked in a rehab hospital's I ran the whole cafeteria. And one of the people who worked in the kitchen, she was on the patient side, and I was on basically the staff and guest side. But she would talk to me like she was in charge of me, and I'm like, dude, we're on the same rung. We have exactly the same pay rate. We have exactly the same power. I let you use my extra people, who the dishwashers were technically supposed to be my help, but I didn't need it. She was always behind. Yeah. So I was like, just help her. Don't worry about it. And they knew. She didn't, obviously. She would drive me crazy. She would absolutely drive me crazy. She'd get in my face. And one day she walked into my cafeteria and started mouthing off to me in front of everyone, God and everyone. I'm like, you need to leave my cafeteria now, and we will talk later. I do not deal with childish behavior. And she stormed out. And I went through like the whole chain of command like 5 times before I just couldn't take it anymore. It was like I felt like I was going to a war zone every day. And I went above and beyond the call of duty on my job more than once because I enjoy doing that. I enjoy putting the extra little special touch on stuff because that's part of my personality. It's not that I thought I was going to get hoopla for it or anything like that. I liked it. And I walked in and I said, I quit. And they're like, why? And I said, because this person has been in my business and basically abusing me and threatening me, and she's racist and all these kind of things, and I can't deal with it, and nobody's doing anything to fix it.
Right.
And I've been through the chain of command too many times for me to think y'all are going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
And I left, and that sucked because I save up my PTO time. First of all, I work Sundays. So I got Fridays and Saturdays off. So I work Sundays, Monday. I told him, I said, I'll either work Saturdays or work Sundays, you choose. But if I work Saturdays, I get Sunday, Monday off. If I work Sundays, I get Saturday, Friday off. Friday, Saturday off. And they're like, okay. I'm like, that's the deal.
Yeah.
And with the PTO time, the end of every month, I just took an extended weekend with my PTO time, and we'd go to
Right.
festivals every month, like Earth Day, birthdays, and all kinds of stuff, and go camping and have
Yeah.
a great time. And I was paid to go do that. You know,
It worked out
how
really
can you
well.
beat that? It was great. I loved PTO time. Like, how can you like one of our cooks would make him like go for 2 weeks vacation because he would save up so much PTO time and he'd be losing it if he didn't use it.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, how can you not use it? You know, you could like take an extended weekend
Take
every month.
advantage. Yeah.
You
You
just
gotta use it.
you use it or you lose it. Vicky, how you doing, honey?
But that's basically my same work ethic. Like there were many jobs that I had where people would tell me, you know, you need to slow down. You need to stop. You're making the rest of us look bad. I'm like, I'm not making you look bad. I'm making me look good. Like I'm going the extra mile and I'm doing things to make this place better. I can't help it. You don't want to do the same.
Yeah, I had that. I only lost my job once because of that, and it wasn't that I got fired. I was doing warehouse work. Not warehouse work, but assembly work, and I was too fast. And the first 2 days, the ladies up ahead of me in line were like, "You need to slow down," and I'm like, which did not. I could not grok that. My brain could not wrap around that concept. So I just kept doing it. And instead of 3 months, that job ended up being 3 weeks. And then it was over, which sucked for me because I was out money. So that's the only time that didn't work for me. And it was like, crap, you gotta find another job because I need rent. But then I worked on a newspaper for a while, and that was a good experience too. And I was young. I was like 17. I just graduated. I was 18. I just graduated high school. You know, I didn't have I had lots of experience, but nothing to write home about.
That's another way to look at it, hubby. Yeah. I'm making me look good. You make you look bad.
That's right. You're making you look bad.
So the biggest example was I worked for a Piggly Wiggly when I lived in Mississippi for a couple of years. And I was as a cashier, which coming from a job here that I had in a grocery store where I was the customer service manager and doing a million things, to going to being a cashier where there's so much less to do. I was bored. So I was literally taking the cash registers apart and deep cleaning them with a paper clip and a toothbrush, like razor blade, like little tiny instruments, deep cleaning all of the years and years of grime that were inside. And I mean, you know, management noticed and they were offering me promotions of this, that, and the other. But I did it because I was bored.
Yeah.
I just did it because I was bored. I wasn't trying to make anybody look bad. I wasn't even trying to make me look good. I just wanted something to do. Yeah. And it made the store look better, cleaner, fresher, you know.
When I was working as a cashier, I can't remember where it was, but they were like, you have to take care of your aisle. You have it. It was Walgreens. You have to, or Eckerd's. Was it what? I don't remember. No, it was Walgreens. I worked at Walgreens. I couldn't remember which one I worked at. It was Walgreens, and you had an aisle that you had to take care of. That was yours. And I would finish mine, and I'd start like working on the other people's aisles and help them out. I figured I was helping them out and doing that. Well, I started getting yelled at about it. I'm like, dudes, I'm helping you. I'm not taking the credit. I'm not like waving it in anybody's face.
I'm just doing it because I'm bored and I need something to do.
I'm bored out of my mind. I was working the night shift at Walgreens. There's nothing to do. Nobody's in there except for sick people. I don't want to talk to me. I got so sick. I had to quit that job because I kept having to go to the hospital. I got so sick while I was working there. This is before I knew I had a blood condition. And so I kept getting sick. I'm like, I can't work here because I keep, I figured I would have a cold more often. And that was another thing. I'd get sick and they want me to come in. I'm like, seriously? You're a pharmacy. Should you check with your
Right.
pharmacist and ask him about it first? Because I don't think you want me to come in.
You want me to
The-
spread my germs?
This logic does not resemble our Earth logic at all. I don't know where you're coming from because that's insane.
Greed and selfish.
Yes. Thank you for the duets. I gotta go check out Likey because I think Wesker did some duets. So everyone check the descriptions down below and let us know what you think. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give us thumbs down if you didn't. Let us know. Either way, I don't care. Subscribe if you want to see more. I also post some of my content from other platforms, and I streamed Minecraft once, and I've been getting messages to do it again, so I might do that later today. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And people loved watching me run into stuff and drown. I don't know.
It's
If you
entertaining.
enjoy it. Nice music.
What kind of music?
Yeah, what kind of music are you putting out, Vicky? I'd be really interested in talking to you about some music soundtrack kind of stuff for our stuff. Mm-hmm. I'd be very interested. Full credit. Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Cards Against Humanities on Wednesday nights. If you're Vixie Squad and have a deck, please let us know and we'll add you to that shenanigans because it's a lot of fun. Somebody needs to tell Purple Witch to get her butt in because we started doing it at night just for her. And she hasn't made it yet. Crazy people. I don't know. You can't work with us then because we're literally insane. I took my crazy pills today though.
Not me.
Oh, I like old music. I took my crazy pills today. My husband always says, "Now, does that make you better or worse?"
Yes.
That's the road.
Yes.
Yeah. Woo!
Yes.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have to talk about music, Vicky, because I like some of the old stuff. I like jazz and crooner music, and I like Ella Fitzgerald and Carmen and Billie Holiday, and they're my ladies. I really like them a lot. So, so Coffee Talk on the Flipside is Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. till noon Eastern time, and then we have Coffee Talk at the Dollhouse on the weekends. That's on Likey platform until she decides to change it. And beginning at 10 a.m. and it'll go for at least an hour, maybe longer. She has gone 2 to 3 hours before. You never know with Doll. You never know. So get there fast, get there quick, and get up on that table. Because first come, first served. What do you mean possessed? There is no Dana, there's only Zoom. Oh, Zool, what a lovely singing voice you have.
Now I want to watch the movie.
I know. I was just thinking that now I gotta go watch the movie. It's a good thing I have it on my Plex. I was gonna say, I use StreamYard. If anybody wants to know what I use to stream, I use StreamYard. I can also, I might start doing my Minecraft streaming over on Twitch and then posting it here afterwards. So if you have a Twitch account, you can watch me live stream over there. Of course, it's Vixen Little Paw. I'm Vixen Little Paw everywhere but Twitter. Twitter would not let me have Vixen Little Paw. It's V Little Paw. So, poo-poo heads. Little Paw. It might have been too long. I don't know.
Little Paw.
So, I feel like I'm missing something, but Vixie Squad Coffee House on Discord server. Be there, be square. Vixie Squad Coffee House. 2 words, not 4. 2. Pixie squat, coffee house. That was just for Doll, even though she's not watching right now. She had to take a phone call. There is no Dana. There is only so.
But we still love the doll.
Cracking myself up over here. Tomorrow we have Wesker up on the table with us tomorrow. So
That's
yay!
really
On Thursday we have a couple lineups, and on Friday we have a couple lineups. But I will introduce them the day before if I can. If not, it'll be a surprise. La la, surprise, surprise. Hi, shiny, happy, oh, shiny. So yeah, that's about it. I think that's it for today. We done did it, Mel. We done did it.
We did it. We did it. Yeah, yeah.
So anything you'd like to say to the crowd before we leave?
Do not eat the veal. It's been sitting outside of the refrigerator for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't eat
Do
the veal.
not eat the free pistachio
Don't eat the veal.
ice cream. It's gone bad.
Love everyone. Thanks for hanging out.
Have a great day,
I
Abby.
had fun.
Good. If you know where that line, the pistachio ice cream line comes from, please put it in the comments below. Let me see. We are all made up of the stuff of stars. That makes us extraordinary creatures. Find your spark, ignite your passion, make your dreams come true. I believe in you, and I'll be here for you if you need me. All you have to do is ask. I'll catch all you beautiful cats and kittens on the flip side. Have a magical day.